Y'all listen, let me tell you this thing that allowed me to shift. And I want all of you guys to be able to experience being wealthy and having money. And now I came from not having anything. I came from being homeless, hungry. I went 3 days without eating as my daughter was in my arms. And thank God I was nursing her because I literally didn't have money for diapers. I had to use paper towels as diapers. Like, thank God CPS didn't find out that I didn't have the money to be able to pay for her diapers. That's how bad it was. And let me tell you what changed my life. As when I was sitting there, like on this dirty couch with no bed because her interesting father took all the furniture. On the TV, a commercial came on and it was a Tony Robbins commercial. Tony Robbins. And when I looked at that commercial, it was $1,400 to be able to go to his event. And I was like, I knew I had to go. And I remember, y'all, my bank account was negative $73. And I knew I had to go to this event. I knew if I didn't go, then my life wouldn't change. I wasn't making any money. Like, I was waiting on my food stamps. Like, I was really, really struggling. But the event cost $1,400, which is like, how the hell am I going to get $1,400? I don't even have 2 pennies to rub together to even eat. But that moment, I said, I'm going to go. Like, I don't care what I have to do. It's like I said, I put my order into the universe. And I said, I'm going to that event. I don't care what happens, I'm going to that event. And it's funny because the moment I said I was going and I made that decision here, the universe made a way. It's like money came in the most unexpected places. I got exactly $1,400 and I went to that event. And when I went to that event, it completely changed my life. Like, my income went through the roof. That's when it started going up. That's when I was able to, like, 6 months to a year later, to be able to get it together. Like, that was the event that really was able to change my life. And then I hit a ceiling. Okay. I was working in pharmaceutical sales and I was making, like, multiple 6 figures a year, but I wasn't living like the soft life. I wasn't able to, like, travel because I love traveling. I wasn't able to travel or do the things that I wanted to do. And I was scared of money. Like, I'm just being transparent with you. My parents ran their own business, and running their own business, it was feast the famine. There was sometimes some Christmases I didn't even know if we were going to get Christmas presents, because I don't know about y'all, but my parents would literally wait to midnight Christmas Eve to go out to Walmart to go shopping. And we was like, damn, are we going to have Christmas? It was pretty interesting. Okay. And so I didn't grow up knowing about business or knowing about wealth. So then what I had to do was I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. And when I say hundreds of thousands, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, in order to be able to up-level my life. And the more I started investing in myself, it did something to me consciously, where it allowed me to be able to receive that money. Like, whenever I invested, then I was getting the money back. And then something happened, okay? I experienced my highest, and we're just talking like girlfriends, okay? I'm being real with y'all because I can talk to y'all like this now before I get my TV show, because y'all know I'm getting ready to get a TV show and I won't be able to do this when I'm like a public figure. But one day I made, 1 month I made like $800,000 in a month, right? And the day that I hit like the largest amount of money that I made in a month, I was so sad. Like, it was really lonely and I was really, really sad. And then I remembered what Jim Carrey said when he was on like one of them Tonight shows, and he said, I wish for everybody to experience being wealthy so they can see how much it doesn't make you happy. And I had that moment. And then I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself, where I had to decide what was going to be my purpose in life, because it couldn't be just about making money. It had to be what I was making, the difference that I was making. So then I said, my purpose is going to be inspiring women to be able to have it all, to help women to be able to heal, to help them to transform into the best version of themselves so that they can be able to live a life of luxury, so they can be able to live a life of happiness, so they can be able to attract a wonderful man who loves their soul, so that they can be able to help their children to see what love looks like, so that they can show their kids a path to how to be able to get that love. That has to be my drive, because the money wasn't, like, when you get to a certain place, it's just not, it's not a big deal. I promise you. And it's not about you just getting money just to have money. What you want to do is you want to get to a place where, first, you're investing in yourself and you see the value in yourself, because you understand that with the seed that you plant in yourself today plants the garden that produces fruit in the future tomorrow. That's the first thing. And the second, you want to get to the point where money isn't the issue anymore, where now you can live your purpose. Now you can live life on your own terms. And this is the problem that I see with women. We have been brainwashed, okay? And I see how men play this, like, not men, like not all men, but how society has brainwashed women to take just enough. We are underpaid in our careers. We are the highest taxed. We oftentimes are the most overlooked when it comes to promotions. We are told that we are gold diggers if we want a man that has money who can match us at the level that we're doing life. We're made to feel bad if we want more. And there's so many business owners, so many business women that I work with, and I help them to be able to scale their business to like $1 million plus, because I give them the permission. I help coach them to give them permission to be like, no, you're worthy. You got to start seeing your value. Because if you can't see your value when it comes to what you demand in your love life, if you can't see your value that a man is going to work for you, when you see your own value, when you heal your love blocks, when you heal your subconscious mind that keeps sabotaging yourself, when you start to see your value, he will rise up. In your money, in your career, when you start to see your value, you'll start to see that you'll go out and you will double your income. It's not hard. Like, once I teach you, it's not hard. Like, your income will double and triple. You'll start to see that clients are willing to pay you. You'll start to see that they're glad to pay you. That's how they're saying thank you, is by being willing to pay you. But you have to first give yourself permission to receive. What allows you to be able to receive is being in that feminine receptive energy. Because now, when you're in that feminine receptive energy, you're not in a lack mindset. You're not in a mindset that gets mad because somebody is charging $10,000, $35,000, or $65,000 for a course. It costs $250,000 for my elite to work with me. And y'all, let me tell you, I only take 10 elites a year. And these women be like knocking down my door. Like, they be like, please work with me. One of my clients, if you've seen her story, her name is Shima. And when I first did a one-on-one with Shima, and she was asking me to help her, and I told her the price, and I said, but no, because her mother was always the one that was paying for her to do like boot camps, therapy, and all kinds of stuff, and nothing worked. And I said, I don't want mommy's money. You can't do this if it's not your own money. Like, you have to put your money on the line. I needed her to inject her own money so that she had the skin in the game, so that she would do the work. Because people who pay attention. We all know that. The more money you put in yourself, then the more money you're going to get out of yourself times 10. Okay? So Shima was like, I'll do it. I'll do whatever I have to do. She was like, I'm willing to do whatever I have to do. I'm going to pay you. She paid to be one of my elite clients. Shima started immediately. The money to pay the program came to her within months. Okay? Not only that, her income went up in her job. Like, she got her dream house. Like, she fell in love with herself. She was able to heal trauma that years of all this. Like, her mom had spent like hundreds of thousands of dollars on her trying to help her to be able to heal. And all of that because she was willing to invest in herself. I'm not saying all this to convince you. I swear I'm not. Okay? Because look, I trust that you're smart enough to do what's going to be best for you. Do what's going to be best for you, ma'am. All right? I'm good. God takes care of me. So I'm not sweating you. I'm doing this to inspire you to change your consciousness. If you can't invest $10,000 today, then start where you could fit in, but have your mindset. Like, act like you're the type of woman who can drop $65,000 like it's nothing. Figure it out. Like, act like you are that woman that has $100,000 in the bank, that has $300,000 in the bank. And when you start to declare it, and when you start to act like it, this is what happens. You start to energetically align with the frequency of the version of you living that life. And then money starts to pour in. Wealth starts to pour in. Opportunities start to pour in. Relationships start to pour in. Great men who want to spend money on you start to pour in. Then you're like, God, I have more money than I can spend. Like, what is it? And what it is that because you are an energetic, multidimensional spiritual being, you have changed the permission you've given the universe to be able to bless you according to your consciousness.